there is fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be kind of getting tired of Yul Edochie and his shenanigans. But then it is what it is. I've said times without number that there are certain rules that apply when you have children in a broken marriage. There are rules, and these rules are sort of universal, but let us focus on Lagos State, where Yul Edochie and Mary resides. The law states that a man must provide a place, a resting place, a place of abode for his children or child. And the second is that that man must, as a matter of necessity, very important, provide sustenance as per feeding. And one thing that is, you cannot negotiate. You cannot negotiate. You must provide a place for them to reside. Now, with all of this, Yul Edochie is a funny man. A very funny man. He broke up with Mary, even though he wanted polygamy. But I'm going to say he broke up with Mary. Ever since he started dating Judy, he had already broken that marriage vow. But, it comes to a point during a breakup, a man or a woman will have to face reality and come to the conclusion of the consequence of their action or actions or inaction. Now, when I read Mary's article back then, I saw two things that caught my attention. She spoke about forgiveness and also spoke about righting what is wrong. And when someone says right what is wrong, it means that person has given room or is hoping that you would take the cue and then right the wrong. Do the needful. Yul Edochie was not willing to do the needful. He was more focused on how to meander his way, how to get Mary to accept polygamy. Now, Mary sat back and looked at it. Apart from the hurt, she looked at it like, man, no. I have put in a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot financially. How dare you? Why would you want to expand a family that you can barely sustain the immediate? What kind of craziness is this? What kind of foolishness is this? These are some of the thoughts I believe Mary had then. But let us bring it back to the base. Let us bring it back to the base. Let us look at Yul Edochie and this house that he lived in, which is the major of the whole talk. But before I proceed further, please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, return the subscribers and those that have been here. I say very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button to the wall with the love icon, dollar sign in the middle of it, may God bless you. May God replenish your pockets. May your pockets never run dry. Wow. For a long time, Yul Edochie has been all about the house that he had keys to, the house that he could open without any form of push over or push back. He had that access. But when it became clear that that access is no longer going to be available to him, he went haywire. He started coercing, started pressing, started pushing, saying, apart from return my bride price, you know what? As it is right now, I want that house to be sold. I want that house to be sold. Now, when you begin to hear words such as that, like, and that house has to be sold, the mansion has to be sold, our house has to be sold, I'm no longer interested in this idea of, but the thing is that when you say that a property that your children reside, if you are saying that that property must be sold, then you must provide a place for your children or your child to reside. That is how it works. So when DJ came up with all of these shenanigans and all of those things, I looked at it and I'm like, well, maybe this guy is just kind of trying to show to Mary how hungry he is because he cannot get what he thought he could get. And having looked at it, I said, well, but now, ladies and gentlemen, it has become a battle. There is fire on the mountain because Mary is being pushed and pressed to sell that house. Like Mr. Man and family, they've come together and they're like, no, this is not going to work. You also hustled, you also sacrificed, you have also done a lot. You have also put in money, you have also put in time, you've also put in a lot. And how can it be that Mary will just sit down and then look at everything and then say, oh, this is for me and my children, because there is a percentage that she claimed she had imputed into this. These are some of the arguments that they've been having. In fact, this was part of the mediation thing. Like they had their mediation thing, they had their talk, they had all of these things, and Judy was saying, hey, why don't you just forget about this thing and let us just stick together and live like one big happy family, with Judy Austin rolling a flat behind all over the house, and she trying to act like she sacrificed and she knows how everything came to be, or how even a block or even just a pinch of sand was brought into that house, how it was, that kind of thing. This is what Judy proposed, and Mary said, no, I will not be coerced, I will not accept, I will not agree, I am not interested, I will never be part of this thing. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. As it is right now, as I speak to you, ladies and gentlemen, that house is now a bone of contention. Judy wants to provide a cheaper alternative, a cheaper property, a cheaper place. He says, I want the house to be sold because I need the money. And Mary is being pressed. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that what the law states is that Judy must provide a place for those children to reside. And if he can, then that property is what Judy is targeting. Said that house has to be sold. You're not going to be there sleeping, waking up. There was a time Judy was thinking that Mary was going to accept and agree and put an end to this their divorce thing and all of that. But as it is so glaring to him that Mary has moved on and there's no way, Judy is obviously saying, take your own share. Take your own share. How can it be that she's the only one that wants to? How can it be that he's the only one? She's the only one that wants to take. It is not possible. Take your own share. Collect it. Go and do. So Judy is also feeling like, okay, you know what? It's time for me to take my own share. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this matter that is on ground. I know Mary will not agree to this shenanigan. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments. See you in the next update.